wanita yang sedang hamil 4 bulan mendapat hukuman penjara sehingga 10 tahun lepas dihadapkan ke Mahkamah Majlis JIAI2033.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am MUSLIHUDDIN bin ISMAIL 1213116 will present about introduction of our group project. First of all, do you know what is JINAAYAH means? JINAAYAH means all acts prohibited by Shara or a ban on Shara which is prohibited with the punishment of hudud, qisas and taksir. In the word of Allah in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 30 about crime. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وإذ قال ربك للملائكة إني جاعل في الأرض خليفة قالوا أتجعل فيها من يفسد فيها ويسفك الدماء ونحن نسبح بحمدك ونقدس لك قال إني أعلم ما لا تعلمون. Sadaqallahu Nazim. It means, and mention, O Muhammad, when your Lord say to the angel, indeed I will make upon the earth a successful authority. They said, will you place upon it one who cause corruption, tyranny, and sheds blood, while we declare your praise and sanctify you. Allah said, indeed, I know that which you do not know. Next, I will explain a little bit about Islamic criminal punishment category just for additional information. These are 3 types of Islamic criminal punishment, which is hudud, qisas, and taksir. First, hudud. It means the penal recompense is determined according to Shara to safeguard the right of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and human rights. Second, qisas. It means a retaliation that is dropped and imposed on criminal is the same as the actions of criminal committed against the victim. And last, taksir. It means punishment for offense provided by Shara with limit punishment as well as kafarah punishment. Next, I will explain about stealing. General meaning of stealing is take another person's property without permission or legal right and without intending to return it. And from the Shara is take other people's belongings by hiding or tricks performed by adult people and on preference from suitable and informed storage places not in the manner permitted by the Shara or not in a shubhat way. The word of Allah in Surah Al-Ma'idah verse 38, which is ban stealing. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم والسارق والسارقة فاقطعوا أيديهما جزاء بما كسبا نكالا من الله والله عزيز حكيم. Sadaqallahu Nazim. Which means, as for the thief, the male and the female amputate their hands to recompense for what they committed as the deterrent punishment from Allah, and Allah is exalted in the might and wise. Punishment of stealing. Punishment in the penal code. First, Malaysian Penal Code is provided for under Section 379. Second, Section 380 of the Penal Code, and last, the torture for burglary and theft of Section 454 of the Penal Code. And according to the hudud, punishment for stealing is cut off their right hand for the first time, and for second time, cut off their left leg. And according to Maliki and Shafi'i, if a thief steals the third time, then the left hand is cut off, and if he steals the fourth time, then it should be cut off the right leg in turn. Then it's taksir if it's steals again. Thief punishment for stealing can be dropped for several reasons. First, victim denies the confession of the thief. Second, victims deny witness testimony. Third, thief withdraw confession due to doubt. And last, thief returns stolen property before the indictment is made. Crime stealing can be proved in many ways, such as confession from thief in court and two judge testimony of a fair witness. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nazim Asri bin Hassan. Now it's my turn to present about the crime factor of stealing. There are 5 factors of them. First, we'll look at the crime factor of stealing. The first factor is environment effect. A greedy attitude in someone's behavior will cause them to commit crimes to maximize the enjoyment and reduce the suffering of their life. Someone who wants to have a leisurely life is in a short time are willing to do anything to earn money and become rich even if they are forced to do something illegal. This environmental factor refer to the environment of someone's life that they want and express money and don't even think to have a hardship life. The second factor is economic effect. This economic factor will affect someone's life. For example, when someone is struggling to get their need and there are no vacancies or being dismissed from the previous job, they are willing to take the easy way to commit crimes such as stealing, drug trafficking, and cheating. At the time, we can see there have been several cases of theft in supermarkets involving the vulnerable groups. These vulnerable people are the poor, youth, refugees, or immigrants that live a hard living. Alright, now the third is social media factor. The influence of violent elements and ways of committing crimes are often spread directly or indirectly on social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. This will be imitated by users or those who wish to commit a crime. For example, movies that related to steal. By the way, the movies will influence someone to do such nasty things. Furthermore, some of them want to test the method of stealing, whether if it is effective or not. Next, the fourth factor is the drug influence. Someone who become a drug addict are willing to do anything to earn money just to get the drug. They are willing to kill, rob, or stealing. It is even worse when they kill or rob their own family members. The last factor is the religion factor. Someone who involved with something illegal may be lack of religion knowledge, or they do not appreciate the knowledge given. Every religion in the world will advise their people to behave well and do not breach the law. Someone who commit a crimes such as a robbery, stealing, embezzlement, and others will think that their behavior is right until they regret one day. That's all from me. Okay, we go to the next presenter. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Hakimi AIMAN bin KAMARUDDIN. Now it's my turn to present about the impacts of stealing to individual, family and communities. Firstly, the effects of stealing to individual. As a Muslim, every deed what have we done will be taken into account whether it is counted as a reward or sin. Secondly, and as it is well known that stealing is a bad practice, considered as a great sin, will be cast into hell. Next, according to hudud law, ASHRAF, in the teachings of Islam, a thief will also be punished by amputation of the hand if he steals more than 1/4 dirham. The person will also be hated by other people. The person will also lose the trust of others in him because of what have he's done. Another effect is that his or her relationship with others will be broken, and he or she will live in restlessness due to the shadow of the sin of stealing that has been committed. Next, effect stealing on family. The family of the thief will be isolated by the neighbors. Second, the society will lose their trust to the family. And the third, the family of thief will live in unrest. And the last one, society will not be comfortable associating with the family. As we know, what have we done will also affected by our family. So, be careful. And then, effect stealing on communities. Firstly, the communities will be despised by others. Second, the economy of the community will fall because lack of trust among them. Third, their daily business will be distracted. Next, society will always live in a state of worry. After that, society will live in a state of backwardness and not developing. And then, fight will often occur in the community. And last but not least, Muslim will be looked down upon.
Once research, we can think here a little bit of our commentary as an approach to combating crime rather than continuing to spread in our country. These measures are practical measures that the individuals or organization involved can take. Hopefully, this will make our country safer in the future. Firstly, law enforcement. The law is the brainchild of the power of statehood to preserve peace, well-being, and in general the universal good of humanity. The organization involved in legislate in the government. Hence, the laws enacted must take the safety aspect more seriously. This is because the result of the implementation of the law will be to enlighten the community and each group of individuals to respect each other's humanitarian values. Hence, they will appreciate and think long before committing any form of crime. Once the law is enacted by authorities, the law will be implemented by other parties such as the Royal Malaysian Police, anti-corruption bodies, and others. Secondly, creating the concept of a city and a happy week. This statement refers to its environment that is always in the most well-preserved state. It means having a basic crime prevention structure that can protect its residents or the public from being involved in crime or victim to criminals. If this is viewed and scrutinized more clearly, the government's effort in creating a government or a safe city do exist. However, there are some places where there is a security neglect. With this, the perpetrator of the crime will have a bright opportunity to snatch, rob, rape, and so on. The improvement work should be accelerated and continued to other hotspots when criminals are targeted. Lastly, empowering the national economy. There will be many job opportunities to accommodate those struggling to survive. Those who are forced to choose the criminal field as an alternative to their living cannot be blamed on a 100% basis. It's because of the insistence of life nowadays, especially those who live in the capital city are very much bouncing to fight for rights. Analysts and pioneers of the government economy can devise a systematic approach in providing jobs to them. This is because some of them have higher economic backgrounds but find it difficult to get a job. These people can be used by the government to generate the local economy. One way to empower the economy is to attract outside investors to invest in our country, or more specifically in places with high unemployment. Hence, employment opportunities for the youth of the pillars can be increased. In conclusion, This shows that there is a difference in the concept of stealing between Islamic criminal law and the Malaysian penal canon. The punishment and the way of the execution of the crime of thief is also many different. Islamic criminal law are stricter than Malaysia's penal canon. Every country needs strict law to ensure that the country is always in a peaceful and prosperous state. Law that have been enacted or prescribed must be implemented in life. Even if a country has law but it is not well implemented, it can have a variety of adverse effects on individuals, communities and countries. For example, a person who is not sentenced is ununified and likely to commit another offense. Therefore, strict laws are essential to ensure our life are safer. That's all from us. Thank you.